Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye-ya, bye-ya, bye-ya. Orderly, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Dun, 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 dun. Orderly Gil. Gil Tejada, right? The American Cholo. I'll be the first one to raise my hand to tell you, man, me and him haven't seen eye to eye ever, right? But at the same time, I can't say ever in a menudo not in a direct fashion. Lately, I've been seeing his push and I've been seeing what he's got going on, man. And I've said it, you know. I've been the first to say it, man. I commend him in his push, his aggressive push for the Raza, and his propensity to get out there on the front lines and make it happen for the people. Now, I will say this. I thought it odd and peculiar in the beginning that Gil kind of popped out on the forefront of this. But then again, I'm a businessman. Then again, man, I'm a YouTuber. Then again, I was really out there in the streets getting that bag. Then again, Holmes, I was really gangbanging to the fullest. I was really on them yadas hitting people. So I understand what it is to go out there and display leadership qualities, Holmes, to really go out there and get your motherfucking self in the mix. Because at the end of the day, man, you can prosper from that. You can come up from that, right? You know, and if there's something going on with the Raza, you know, that's Gil's forte. He is the American Cholo. Anything that happens to be going on with the Raza, Mexicanos, Chicanos, people of Latin descent, Gil, that's his shtick. That's what they call it. You know what I mean? He's going to be involved. His antennas are up faster than anyone else's because he wants to be involved in anything Raza related. So this thing was going on with Tyga. We've talked about it quite extensively here on Gunners Collective and every other channel, every other platform in the genre. And, you know, Gil seen this as a chance to jump on and to lead the people to the promised land, meaning to make our voices reheard and felt. And I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at you, Gil, for that one. Now, I do recall that my boy Dubs from Dubs V, man, Dubs was the very first one to pioneer the Ay Caramba video, basically meaning he was the first one to put something out there about it. And I remember him calling me. He called me. He was like, hey, have you heard that fucking video, Ay Caramba? I thought he said caballo. I said, yeah, Simon. I heard it. I was fronting this shit, right? He was like, I'm going to do something on it. You should piggyback off me, bro. It's going to be something big, bigger than I think it should be. But it definitely is going to be something big, man. Because Devota has a very keen and intelligent eye. You got to understand, Mr. Dubs, if you guys haven't tapped into him, make sure you guys tap into him. Dubs at Dubs right here on YouTube. Also, he has a TikTok where they're about to be dancing with Shrek and shit. You know what I mean? I can't call that one like an alcoholic, but I will say he be getting his groove on, right? Groove with you. Utterly Axley brother, Pinchy Dubs. If you guys don't know what he looks like, when you tap in, he's gonna be the one that looks like Mr. Capone, only more handsomer, he says. Right, that's my boy Dubs. Anyways, make sure you guys tap in with him. He has very great content right here on YouTube. Anyway, so he's the first one to drop his perspective concerning the video Ay Caramba by Tyga. And I, of course, backed it up with my wordplay on it, my perspective on it, my convict's perspective on it. And definitely our perception of the video didn't differ. There wasn't too much differentiating between us because we both have kind of the same type of mind state and mentality. You know, we're young YA babies, man. We grew up rambunctious in the mix, getting off. And then kind of slowed down as we went to prison, man, and kind of fucking kept our awareness up and our eyes around us. And, you know, and let it be know what was going on. So now in our older years, man, now we're both out free men just trying to get a bag and just trying to fucking pay attention to our families and live our best life. We kind of have that same type of mentality, kind of like, hey, fuck it, homes. We're just trying to get on by, you know? I'm trying to mind our own and do our thing. Now, so we were compatible in our beliefs there. Now, whereas I think Gil seen the opportunity to basically jump on ship with this one and say, you know what, I'm going to be the captain of this motherfucker. Because that's Gil's attitude. That's American Cholo's attitude. He is a leader. He's not a follower. You definitely could watch him, look at him and see that, okay? You definitely could see that this guy doesn't display following skills. You know, he's a leader. He's a teacher. He's a maestro, right? These are the type of things that he likes to do. Some people are fluent with that. Some people grasp that, grip that, rip that, tip that, hit that, and they push on, right? Some people don't like it and it rubs them the wrong way, and they start seeing Gil for being a narcissist or for being someone who thinks he's better than others or whatever the case may be. But I don't see it like that. I see it for someone displaying leadership quality skills who basically fucking has always been that way in his life, man. He's a foreman, Hums, not the motherfucker laying the foundation. Right now, I will say that in every team, in every fucking group, Holmes, you need leaders and you need soldados, right? You can't be both. You either got to lead the people to the promised land, Holmes, or fucking fight to get them there, right? And that's just what I've learned throughout my life. I could be totally wrong. Maybe you can't be a leader and a soldado, Holmes. You can lead by example. Hey, whatever the case may be, man. But I know anybody, any true army or any true group or organization that has leaders, they try to keep their leader out the way and well protected, Holmes, because this is the brain. This is the head of the snake, Holmes. This is the one that's going to lead them, you know what I mean? And they shall follow. That's why you have manpower and soldados even in prison, Holmes, and they protect the leadership, because the leadership should be out the way. They're the ones making the calls, Holmes, and you are the ones making the moves. Bang, bang. I don't know. That's just my perspective on that. And I see Gil as a leader, a very influential leader who has connections growing up in the North Hollywood area. Now, so when all this shit with Tyga was going down, a lot of people were saying, hey, you know, Gil's fucking, oh man, he's awesome. He's making shit happen. He's pushing for the Raza, man. He's basically fighting back against the black community. When I said from the gate, this is not a fight between the brown and black community whatsoever. This is a fight between a record mogul, one recording artist, and a people, right? A people that felt slighted, that felt misguided, that felt defecated on, that felt oppression, that felt fucking shitted on basically and disrespected, Humps. That's all that was. You know, it was something that could be handled with just a very few soldados. You didn't have to bring everyone to the fucking forefront. But it was a great thing to see unity come together, to see people applying pressure where pressure didn't need to be applied, right? I'm not gonna backtrack and say that's the reason why Tyga apologized ultimately because of American Cholo or because of all the soldados and the music and all this and that. I think he just chose to do the right thing as a man. Now, I will say this, and I'm gonna say it with my chest on power, right? There has been some accusations in the past of American Cholo saying some derogatory things about the African American community, right? I've heard it. I've heard it with my own ears. I've thought I heard it on different occasions. And I've never voiced my opinion on it because, you know, I would be the first one that people would say, well, fuck Gun. Of course he's going to have an opinion. Him and Gil don't get along. Nah. When the wind's blowing, right? I think I should voice my opinion. It's finally my turn to rock the mic. Orale. You know what I mean? With the devastating beat, I know he won't like. Now, I've said in the past that I respect Gil as a person, as a YouTuber, as a Latino man. You know, whatever he identifies as, whether it be Chicano, Mexicano, from Honduras. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Brown is brown. That's it, right? And that's it. That's all that matters. That's all that ever matters to me. So I don't play them games. But what I will say is this. When in the past you disrespect the Africano community and then all of a sudden you want to trip on the Africano community for disrespecting the Raza, it's like calling the kettle black, the pot calling the kettle black, you know? You are the last person that we need leading us on the forefront, Holmes, if you have smut and dirt on your name, you know? Now, I know you're going to say to yourself, well, what about you, Holmes? You're a dropout. You can't even go back to your neighborhood. Who says that you're leading? Who says I want to lead, Holmes? I'm not leading. I'm for the people, by the people. I'm a fucking soldado, ese. Straight up. I'm a soldier for the gente. You know what I mean? If they need me to make a couple moves, I make a couple moves, bro. I don't need, and I don't feel the need to have to be that voice and that fucking spokesperson for the people, Holmes. You know, I already know where I stand. I already know what I'm about. I already know what I'll do, right? You know, so it doesn't feed my ego. It doesn't make me feel any better, Holmes. You know, I don't have to be Pancho Villa, Holmes. I could be that fucking soldado chewing tobacco right next to Pancho Villa. You know, the one in the picture all the time, Holmes, but never gets no shine. I could be that one. So I could be him. And I like it like that. You know what I mean? Less people to fucking tell on me. But I will say this. At the end of the day, anything that you do in your past anything that you do, Holmes, that is questioning or will put you on ice or freeze or smut your name up, Holmes, will come to pass. And No Jumper. Now, we all know No Jumper. Adam 22, No Jumper. Do Know from No Jumper. I think that's how you say his name. The fuck está gordo. You know what I mean? It looks like he could eat 4 bean pies in a hog mock sandwich. That vato. And then, of course, you got fucking a couple Sharp. And with these casting characters that they produce on No Jumper, okay? I'm not going to disrespect them. I'm neither here nor there with them. I don't know these individuals personally. But I will say this. They're there. You know, I've seen their channel. I've seen their Get Down. I've seen a lot of their material. Now, of course, I think Gil was smart and keen enough to key in on No Jumper and to basically challenge one of their Mexicano supporters or one of their Mexicano cast members which was kind of like a debate and to put his name out there, man. And like I said, Gil's a fucking smart businessman. He has his own business. He's been doing this shit. He ain't new to this. He's true to this, right? He made some smooth money moves. Things you're supposed to do, okay? And so that put him on No Jumper's radar. Now, one thing about No Jumper is they like to expose a lot of people for their filth. They like to expose a lot of people and just keep it fucking plain and simple and real, right? They started off as a channel that did a lot of interviews with a lot of fucking street people, street mentality people. And then, of course, it's gravitated and went on from there to kind of like they do jokes and they do whatever they does. You know, everybody knows who Adam 22 from No Jumper is. Basically, that's his show, man. He established and he's been rocking like that. And he's got very popularized over the years. So anyways, he decided that if for no other reason, since Gil kept having No Jumper's name in his mouth, basically saying that No Jumper, for one reason or another, was involved in the mix, they started to expose Gil on Twitter, man, just this past weekend, and said, how can someone that disrespected the African American community so many times on so many different occasions be looked at as the leader of the Raza? And it makes us look bad, gente. To be totally honest with you, it does make us look bad. Now, like I said, I'm not here to fucking slander and shit on Gil's name. This is not what this video is about. I'm just basically saying, wow. You know what I mean? If you knew you had this bullshit on you, I kind of knew you did, but I wasn't caring, man, because I wasn't hating. Because it's going to be misconstrued as hate. Oh, you're just hating, Gun, because you want Gil's spot. I'm not a talk show host. Bro, what I do, I does, cuz, you know what I mean? I got my own little office. I'm chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. Like I said, I'm killing motherfuckers with a metro phone. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. And I'm saying with my chest. Right? You know what I mean? Menudo. Bang, bang. I ain't never switched up. But one thing I have never done, and those around me that I don't condone, is saying the N-word, disrespecting the Africano-American community, disrespecting my Africano brothers, man, that I fought and sweat with, man, disrespecting my fucking raza, my gente, and fucking defecating on their character, making them feel more, less than. These are things that I've never done. Reason being, how can a brown man, you know what I mean, shit on our own, you know? I come from a long fucking tree of minorities, homes, and I've never hung from one. You understand what I'm saying? I've always been that motherfucker, homes, fighting that good fight for the people. Now, like I said, I don't have to be on the front lines. I don't have to be first and foremost. I don't have to be the one. You know, and I don't have to sit at conferences and this and that and fucking be that fucking spokesperson. No, I don't have to. I could be the motherfucker homes on the streets, home fighting for the people. I could be that motherfucker that people can call and ask advice to. I could be that motherfucker out there, man. Hey, look, I could hook you up with a fucking lawyer. Boom. I can get you a job. You know what I mean? Boom. I could do this. I could do that. That's what I do for the raza. That's what I do for the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily going out there and handing out money. I've tried that. Some people don't fucking appreciate it, right? They want more and more and more, right? And I don't got more to give. I also got a family to take care of. So I understand that, man. But I do things behind the scenes, you know, like youth prevention and different things like that. So without tooting my own horn and putting all my business out there, there's things that I do that I don't need to speak on. You know, and there's things that Gil does, I'm sure that he doesn't need to speak on. But No Jumper, and a lot of these fucking people are going to try to shit on him because of some of this fucking dirt that he has in his closet and some of the words that he said. Now, whether it's taken out of context and that's not what he really said, and people are trying to manipulate the masses to thinking that he's some type of prejudiced person, because I know Gil definitely ain't a racist, man. He has a lot of homeboys from everywhere. But he might have said some prejudiced things. You know, he's from Southern California, man. In Southern California, they grow up a certain way, and there's a certain fucking old school mentality there, man. And Gil grew up in that era, that 90s era of there was a lot of funk going on between blacks and browns. So I could see it kind of rubbing off on him. But nowadays, if you're going to have a platform, if you're going to be one of the bigger channels, if you're going to represent Southern California as well as, You know what I mean? The raza, you need to fucking clean up your shit, homes, before you get in the ring. You need to clean up your mess, homes, your mierda that's all over the ground, and your chorro, you know what I mean? Before you fucking could jump on my pot. And that's just what it is. Spans on la tira. That's how it's always been. That's how it's going to continue to be forever forward. We strive. Now, I will say No Jumper's credibility is pretty good. So, you know, however Gil goes on from here and handles that business with them, I'm sure he'll do it because, like I said, he's a very smart man. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Again, gente, you know, that's why I say to people, any dirt you've done in the past, anything that you've ever done in your life, if you think you could just sweep it under a rug, homes, eventually it's going to come up. It's going to bite you right in the nalga. Like you're from Fresno, right? You're going to be like, arr. You know what I mean? You're going to be motherfucking. It's going to be two dogs, and all dogs don't go to heaven. That's it, right straight up. And that's just what it'd be like. You know what I mean? You got to say on pyro. You better get up out the way. You better jump that fence fast. You know, I've had to. Anyways, I just thought I'd put it out there, and I thought it was, you know, I seen Rojo did something on it. Make sure you guys tap in with the Rojo room. That's my boy, man. He was right on it. He actually tapped in with me and was like, hey, I'm going to do something on this. I said, I'll do something on it mañana, you know, and give my perspective on it. So he was first on the scene with this. And you got to respect the boy, young Rojo, man. Big Rojo, Senor Rojo, the big homie, man. Definitely, man, let's get his channel popping, man. If you haven't tapped in, like and subscribe. Please go over there, man. That is the big homie right there, man. A lot of this game that I get from him. And I just take it a different route, you know. Anyways, with that being said, gente, I want to say to Gil directly, and I'm talking to you, Gil. Things that you've said in the past are the past, man. I see the idealisms, and I see your march in the future. I see what you're trying to accomplish. I see what you're trying to do. Now, I see it on two fronts. You know, I see it as in a business aspect, and as a YouTube pusher, content creator, you're trying to get ahead. And I ain't mad at you, man. I definitely ain't mad at you. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't do this shit for free. You'd be a damn fool to do that, right? Another thing is on the second front that I wanted to talk about was I see what you're doing as Raza. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You know what I mean? Don't let none of these people get you down. And I know I should be the last one telling you this, but I say it from a good place. I say it from a place where, you know, even though we don't see eye to eye and we don't get along, homes, and we're not always on that same page when it comes to our thinking and the ways of our mentality, man, doesn't mean that I shit on you just to get ahead. That's not what I fucking do. I don't need to step on the next man's head, homes, and apply pressure to his neck to boost myself up. I'm going to get there anyways, homes, because I'm smooth with a motherfucking purpose. Anyways, man, just something to think on. I think we'll watch it as it develops, man, and it's just cold game, man. This cutthroat ass YouTube game where people are fucking bringing up old things of the past. One thing I know I ain't ever said is the N word. Say it with your chest. Nope, I'm not getting down like that. I don't like to disrespect gente. That's just not the way I do it. I'd rather call him a poop button a bitch. And it'd be like that sometimes. Oh, I need Arby's. I'm feeling a little bit better. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, gente, it's all about going out there and struggling and striving for your familia. If you want to go out there and struggle and strive and be about the raza, homes, be about it. You don't have to necessarily be a maestro. You don't necessarily have to be the fucking leader, the Cesar Chavez, the fucking Pancha Villa, the fucking, you know what I mean? You don't have to be all that, the Dolores Huerta, because I know some of you guys look like her. You don't have to be none of that, homes. You know what you could be? The motherfucking true soldado, homes. The one that's really out there putting in that work, getting it done, homes. Those are the ones that deserve the credit. Those are the ones that deserve the pat on the back. Those are the ones that deserve the burrito de carne asada. Those are the ones that deserve a mamon from a fat ass pigruja. You know they like the white ones. Anyways, with that being said, gente, keep doing your thing. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. I fucking appreciate you, man, with that thumbs up one time for your mind. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all the raza, all the people, black, brown, sprinkle in the woods, because you know I fucks with them. Asians, my brothers, man. It ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? We getting our mind right so we can shine right. We're putting pay where it ain't. And of course, man, we doing it indubitably. This is the gun. Bang, bang. I'm back, bitch.